Hello and welcome to the 7th tutorial in the Bootstrap free series. In this part we're going to be looking at offsetting columns. We'll be using the source code from the previous tutorial. If you don't have it, don't worry, there'll be a link in the description. In the previous couple of videos in this series we implemented a basic grid with columns. They allowed us to resize the browser and the website adjusted accordingly. But at the moment all the columns are next to each other horizontally. This may not be the case for all websites. You may want a column spanning, let's say, 25% of the grid, so 3 spaces on the left, and you may want the same on the right as well, for example for desktops, and it adjusting accordingly for smaller sizes. And Bootstrap provides that using offsets, and it's really simple to use offsets. Let's just open up our index.html. So what we're going to do is scroll down here. I'm going to comment these out. We're just going to be dealing with the first 2 column boxes. So save that. So zoom in so you can see this a little better, especially on mobile devices. So what we're going to do is we have this at column large, medium 4, and column 3. Column large 3, column medium 4, column small 6, column extra small 12. And for this one, it's the same as well, but this automatically is aligned to the left, and the next one's aligned next to it, so forth, so forth. But for this, what we're going to put is column -lg, and there's another parameter you can put, or there's another type of class, and it's called offset. And this allows you to offset a particular div or element by an X amount of grid spaces. So I'm going to put 6. So what this will do, it'll have these 3 plus the offset of 6, which totals 9, and then from the 10th grid it will display this, so it'll be 10, 11, 12. The reason we don't have to put 9 here to offset the original 24 or 75% is simply because this is 25%, this is 50% here, and this is the remaining 25%. You'll see when I run it, so let's go ahead and let's run that in a web browser. So there you go, we have our 2 columns, but when I resize, obviously because we haven't coded the rest of it, it doesn't adjust very well. So let's just sort that out, let's sort the coding out. So what we're going to do is for the medium, we're going to leave it as 4, but we're going to offset this one, so we're going to do call -md-offset. We're not going to put 6 simply because these numbers are slightly different. An easy way to work out the numbers is you add these 2 together and take away that from 12. So 4 plus 4 is 8, 12 minus 8 is 4. So let's save that. And now the next part is the column SM6. We don't need to do anything with this simply because 6 plus 6 equals 12, so there's no gap in the middle. So let's just run this now in our web browser, refresh, large doesn't change, which is expected. We start resizing, and it's still on the left and the right, still on the left and the right, but when we get to a smaller browser, something like a mobile device, it's on top of each other. So it's really that simple. So what we've done is implemented offsets, and what we want you to do is try using the columns with offsets for the different browser sizes to create the structure of a blog that has posts and ads on the side. You are going to be needing more divs, and there's some more here, and you just mess around with the offset, mess around with the columns and so forth, so you can understand it a little bit better. So that is it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to message us at support@sonarsystems.co.uk. In the next part of this series, what we're going to be looking at is fixed versus fluid layout. All the required links for source code will be in the description. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.